76 radar, the only live radar in the CSRA scanning our skies. No showers to talk about this morning. The day of a heat wave. It's happening right now. 76 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Dangerously hot conditions by this afternoon. We'll let you know how hot it's going to get just ahead.
Now on Good Morning Augusta, a mass deadly shooting at a nightclub in Florida. The latest on the gunman and how many are hurt in this incident. Also back to normal, the South Carolina Air National Guard Airport, when servicemen will get back to work after two F-16s crashed. Good Morning Augusta starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6. Good Morning Augusta.
Good Sunday morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us for Good Morning Augusta, your only choice for local news right here in the CSRA on the weekend. I'm Ashley Campbell.
And I'm Kevin Nywood. A steamy start to a dangerously hot day in the CSRA.
Extremely.
Yeah, so if you're going outside, have the water, you name it. I got near 100 degrees today. Ouch.
Wow. Well, we've got news where you can go to stay cool. So
yeah.
Between the both of us, we'll get you covered.
We got you covered. Let's get you outside right now. Jiffy Lube's Skyview Network camera live in downtown Augusta at the Augusta University Health, right along 15th Street there. It is blazingly sunny out there, and it is only getting hotter from here. 74 degrees at Bush Field. Not really sure why they're reporting rain. It is clear skies at this hour. 72 degrees, the airport in Aiken. 76, Evans Town Center Park. Across the metro this morning, we find temperatures from the low to upper 70s. It is almost 80 degrees in Martinez at this hour. Impressive warmth this morning here, very sticky as temperatures range from the lower to upper 70s across the CSRA. For the rest of the morning, we'll find temperatures warming up in a hurry by the time we get to 9 a.m. Lower 80s, lower 90s by noon, and 98 degrees the afternoon forecast high. Heat index values in excess of 100 degrees. That is some dangerous heat. So if you're heading outdoors, don't forget the water. Fortunately, it will cool down. We'll have more rain chances in the forecast that'll keep our highs from getting too warm. We'll let you know when that is in just a few minutes.
I can't believe we're already in the 80s at 7:01 in the morning.
We're almost there. It's going to be really close.
All right.
Yeah, it's a heat wave for sure.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Well, we begin with breaking news right now. This morning, dozens of people are hurt, several dead, including the accused gunman after a shooting in Florida. The Orlando Police Department says that it happened early this morning at a nightclub called Pulse. Reports say that it is a gay nightclub. Witnesses say that the suspect opened fire with what appears to be an assault rifle. Victims are currently being removed from the scene as we speak. You can count on us to bring you the latest on the shooting as it becomes available. Also breaking this morning, two homes side by side destroyed by flames. That happened around 3 a.m. The Johnston police chief says that the first house caught fire, leading to the second one going up in flames. Investigators don't know the cause of the fire right now, but they are asking for your help for the families who have lost everything. We do have a complete list of clothing and shoe sizes for the adults and children and where you can donate on WJBF.com. And we also this morning, we have ways to help you keep your car cool with all this heat that Kevin is talking about. Anyone with an older model car should keep it out of the sun. One local auto worker says that he's seen radiators break from the stress that the heat can put on cooling systems. They say it's also important to keep coolant with you so your ride doesn't run hot.
People need to remember to keep the windows cracked. Window can break with the heat expansion inside the interior of the car.
And from your car to your own health, if you start feeling fatigued, sweaty, dizzy, they say you need to get inside to air conditioning, drink plenty of water immediately. And if you are having a hard time finding a place to cool off, we've got several places you can go to this weekend. Richmond County has 10 cooling centers. All of them are community centers that are open during normal business hours. Some of those centers include Diamond Lakes Regional Park, Warren Road Center, and the Henry Brigham Center. Also in Aiken County, 3 cooling centers there: the Odell Weeks Activity Center, Citizens Park, and Smith Hazel Recreation Center. For a full list of cooling centers, you can head to our website, WJBF.com. Now to an update this morning to operations at the South Carolina Air National Guard. Things are back to normal at McEntire Joint National Guard Base. Last week, you may remember those 2 F-16s clipped their wings during a training exercise over Louisville, Georgia. Flying was postponed at that time. Both pilots survived that crash. They're doing fine right now in South Carolina. A U.S. Air Force Safety Investigation Board is working to determine the cause of that crash. And South Carolina National Guard is bidding farewell to 25 soldiers heading to Kuwait. The servicemen and women work to maintain Apache attack helicopters. They're going to join members of the 777th Aviation Support Battalion. Earlier this month, 60 soldiers deployed to Kuwait with 10 Black Hawk helicopters. The South Carolina Guard commander says that the helicopter unit is part of an operation that provides support and U.S. and allied military units in the Persian Gulf. They'll be returning in about a year. Now to a few developing stories this morning. Richmond County deputies still need your help finding a missing teen. Aaron Walker was last seen on February the 27th on Forest Street. That's between Wrightsboro Road and MLK Jr. Boulevard. The 15-year-old was last seen wearing a black hoodie, blue jeans, and a black and gray Atlanta Braves hat. Walker has been seen in the area of Harrisburg and Richmond Hill Road West. If you do have any information, you're asked to contact the sheriff's office. And Grovetown investigators need your help finding a missing 17-year-old. Paul David Johnson was last seen on Monday in Grovetown. He was wearing blue jeans, a gray black jacket, and New Balance gym shoes. If you see him or you know anything, you're asked to call Grovetown authorities. A new law bans South Carolina's law enforcement from setting ticket quotas for police. Democratic Representative Justin Bamberg says that quotas pressure officers to stop people from minor offenses. He thinks the law will help repair mistrust between cops and the community. Bamberg also represents the family of Walter Scott. Scott was shot as he ran from a North Charleston police officer last year. Investigators say he had pulled over for a broken brake light. Governor Nikki Haley signed a roads bill to start work on roads and bridges in South Carolina, but she says there's a major problem with the new law. Lawmakers said that they wanted to reform the DOT Commission to get the politics out of deciding which roads get built or fixed. She now gets to appoint all 8 DOT commissioners, but lawmakers have to approve them. She can't remove them if there's a problem, and she doesn't get to name the DOT secretary.
A lot of elected officials went home and said, "We got you, roads, rah, rah, re-elect us. We did a great thing." And the truth of the matter is, I think we stepped back a decade.
She says that's good, that's in the law, outweigh the bad, and she'll work with lawmakers to make real DOT changes next year. Another new South Carolina law requires colleges to post fraternity and sorority members' conduct violations on their websites. Governor Nikki Haley signed the Tucker-Hips Transparency Act Thursday. It's named after the Clemson University student found dead at Lake Hartwell in 2014 after an early morning run with his fraternity. Colleges must start posting those reports this summer. Tuition is going up at Winthrop University in South Carolina. Administrators say that the increase is to help fund pay raises for state employees. Reports say that the Board of Trustees approved an extra $354 for undergraduate students for 2016-2017. The cost of housing and meal plans will also go up. Winthrop administrators say that recurring revenue isn't enough to pay for the salary increase. The school will have to cover about 75% of that. A North Augusta man's legacy lives on through education with the help of community support. Alumni from North Augusta High School and Savannah State University shot some hoops to raise money for the Toyin R. Williams Scholarship. The annual basketball classic remembers Williams, a 33-year-old man who drowned about 2 years ago. His parents say the basketball classic was a perfect fit to remember their son because he loved to play so much.
Education is so important, so to keep his name alive and to actually help some other kids go to school is something that we believe in. So, and you know how hard it is to be in school today. Every dime counts.
2 students received scholarships at the basketball classic. Those students attend Aiken and Silver Bluff High Schools. And let's go ahead and take a look to some events that are happening this weekend. Civil rights icon John Lewis will be in Augusta. He's going to be the guest speaker at a special worship service at the Trinity Christian Methodist Episcopal Church. That begins at 9. The service is part of the 20th pastoral anniversary of Reverend Herman Mason Jr. There is also a second service at 3. Coming up next on Good Morning Augusta, a package thief in for a rude awakening. We're going to have more on the surprise in store after he was caught stealing. That's straight ahead. Plus, a home buyer's nightmare. Why this man says he doesn't have to leave, although he's sold his house. More on that, but first, let's go ahead and check in with Kevin.
Dangerously hot conditions today. That tops today's weather headlines. Heat index values between 100 and 104, plus storms are on the horizon. Details coming up when Good Morning Augusta returns.